Welcome, Sagittarius, to your December 2022 reading. Happy birthday to all you Sagittarians born in December. And Merry Christmas as well. This is going to be a very busy month for you. I can absolutely see this in the cards here. Now, there's some really interesting cards that you've got here. You've actually got the 8, the 9, and the 10 of Wands. So there is a progression here for you in December. Now, this could potentially be something to do with your job, something that you're very passionate about, your career, the way you make money, but I feel like there is absolutely movement forward in the right direction here for you. Now, you start out the month with the Ace of Swords. What a beautiful card this is. This is a very powerful card. Now, all aces are quite powerful. They talk about new beginnings. So I feel like for a lot of you, there could potentially be a new job coming in here for you, or a new way of you looking at your career, or something that you are very passionate about. The Ace of Swords brings a lot of clarity for you if you have been struggling with a few things to do with passion, intuition, even in a way here. And it's interesting that I say that. You've got the High Priestess, which I will go into, but you're going to be looking at things a lot differently in December. There is going to be some new ideas coming in for you. So if any of you are very creative, if you have been feeling a little bit stuck or struggling with a new direction that you perhaps want to go in, I feel like you are absolutely going to be getting some inspiration here in December. Now, the 9 of Wands, which is right beside the Ace of Swords, is talking about a situation in your life where you've been feeling like it's that feeling of you're treading water, you're hanging in there, but you're not actually getting anywhere, or you feel like you're getting somewhere, but then there's kind of a brick wall in front of you, and there's like another obstacle that you have to climb over to get to where it is you want to go. And I feel like there are a couple of people here in December that could potentially be helping you overcome some of these barriers or blocks. You've got a water sign here, so this is a Cancer, a Scorpio, or a Pisces. You've also got a Taurus, a Capricorn, or a Virgo here. Now, the one message that comes through with the 9 of Wands is do not give up. You are almost there, Saggy. You have struggled, you've done the hard work, but now you are in a position where you are so close you can almost touch it. So don't give up, keep pushing forward. You will definitely get to where it is that you need to go. Now, I feel for a lot of you, as I said, this could be to do with a creative project that you're working on. For some of you, again, can be to do with your work, could even be studies that you have that you're quite interested in, you're quite passionate about. This card is just saying you are almost there. You have what it takes. You've got all you need. If you look at the imagery on this card, the figure is standing there with a wand in her hand. She's got the wands behind her. The figure has got the wand in their hand, and they are well armed, and they're poised, ready to take on any enemy, anyone who wants to do battle, any barrier that you, and this is you, Saggy, you are ready to take it on and move forward and really, as I said, complete that last stage, whatever it is for you, and it's going to be different for everyone, whatever situation that you've been struggling with, this is absolutely, you're in a position where this is coming to an end. And the fact that you've got the 9 and the 10 there, 10s are all about endings. 10s are saying it's going to get as bad as it's going to get, and you are only going to be moving forward from here. You know, the ending, you've got the Ace of Swords, which is that new beginning, and the 10 of Wands right beneath it, which is really telling me that you have been carrying a burden and you've been working very hard, but again, I'm feeling like you're going to be getting a new lease on life, or a new way of looking at the situation that you're in, and perhaps if you've been struggling, looking at it from a different perspective as well, which is really going to give you some clarity and help you overcome this feeling of being burdened. And as I said, I do feel like there are some people here that will be helping you in that regard. Now, the High Priestess, this is quite a spiritual card. This is a card about knowledge. So I feel like there are going to be some things that you're going to be finding out, or you're going to be getting some clarity on, that could potentially have something to do with this Taurus or Virgo or Capricorn you hear in your life. But you will be getting some answers in December regarding, definitely I feel, even your finances, your career, your job, what direction you want to be going in here. There will be some answers coming through for you. And as I said, the High Priestess is a very spiritual card. So this might just ask you to go in and meditate and just allow the answers, the wisdom to come through from your guardian angels, your higher self, however you describe it, your spirit guides. I feel like you will be getting into this zone where there might be some knowledge that's coming through that is going to be able to help you when it comes to, again, your finances, your career, moving forward as well. There will be some answers. And also, the High Priestess is very similar to the message of the Moon card, which talks about mystery. There are some things that you may never know. You might be pondering, you might be thinking about them, but you may never know the answers, but definitely there is the possibility for this clarity to come in December that's going to give you some answers that you perhaps are needing. And again, could be your home, your business. It's surrounded by pentacles, your money, your financial situation as well. There might be some things that you're going to be learning about that's going to really allow you to relax a little bit here, I feel. Not having to worry so much. Now, I see you hanging on to money a lot in December. Now, you've got the Four of Pentacles. This is either hanging on to money really tightly, perhaps when you don't even need to. For some of you, this can sometimes be seen as the miser card, but I'm not feeling like that here for you, Saggy. I'm feeling like you're either hanging on to money too tightly, or it's going through your fingers like there's no tomorrow as well. This is a card of duality here, as is the High Priestess a little bit. You have that black, normally you would see a black column and a white column behind the High Priestess. This does talk about this energy of duality, two sides to every story, two parts to every whole. But with the Four of Pentacles, this does talk about, as I said, you hanging on to your money. For whatever reason, whether you absolutely need to, or whether you just feel a little bit insecure and you're wanting to, but you are sort of pulling in the reins, I feel, for a lot of you. But Saggies, you do have the tendency to impulse buy. It is coming up to Christmas and your birthday, so for a lot of you there could be a lot of money going out as well. Now, this could also just mean a lot of bills that are coming in for you, a lot of messages about money as well coming in. But that 10 of Wands, as I touched on earlier, this is that card of you really carrying some heavy burdens, but you've been able to do it. You are strong enough to do it, and you are coming to the end of carrying this burden. For a lot of you, this tends, as I said, all about endings. So whatever it is that has been holding you down a little bit, traditionally you would see in a deck, in many decks of tarot cards, that person that's carrying that bundle of sticks on their back, and they're hunched over and they're walking that long road. But in the distance, you can see the village. They're taking that load to market, to sell, to its destination, to put down. So I feel like you are going to be able to put down this heavy, burdensome, I feel like this is almost more a mental thing than a physical thing. But yeah, for a lot of you, this could also be the end of some study for some of you if you've been feeling a little bit burdened when it comes to you following your passions. You've been carrying a lot, trying to get something completed or finished. The end is in sight, let's put it that way. Now, as I said, you've got the King of Cups here. What a beautiful soul the King of Cups is. So loving, so emotional, so kind. Traditionally, I would read this card as a Cancer, but as this is a general reading, this is any water sign. But I feel like whenever we see the court cards in a reading, so the kings, the queens, the knights, the pages, we often take on a lot of the characteristics of the sign, of the cards. So you're going to be feeling quite loving, quite emotional as well in December. And if you've been feeling a little bit burdened because of a particular relationship or this particular person, and I feel like this could for some of you be work related. If this person has been a bit burdensome for you, you've been carrying a bit of a load, carrying them, this again is coming to an end. But if this is someone significant in your life, I feel like they are going to be really helping you to get over this difficult period, whatever it is for you. Not too long to go now here, Saggies. I feel like they're definitely helping. And again, that earth sign, that King of Pentacles, I would normally read this as a Taurus, but could be Capricorn, could be Virgo as well. But I feel like these people are very much helping you. Now, I talk about the star signs, but it's more about the energy of the card, is what's being described more so than the star sign, because sometimes we can have a particular star sign. For example, you could be a Sagittarius, but you may have a rising sign that is a water sign, a Pisces, or a Cancer, or a Scorpio, or you may have a rising sign that is Taurus. So these, it's very fluid when I talk about star signs. I'm just giving you an example because sometimes they are talking about that, but it's more about the character of the person that these cards describe. So That King of Cups is someone quite kind, someone very emotional, someone very supportive emotionally as well, very loving, very caring. That King of Pentacles is someone that is very good with their money, very good business person, very hard worker, very strong, very makes you feel very secure. They can bring a lot of security into your life. So I feel like, as I said, you could be taking on a lot of these characteristics in December. You are becoming that business person that's working hard and providing for those around you. Now, for some of you as well, there could be a new love coming in here for you with either this water sign or this earth sign. You've got the Eight of Wands, which just is that card of frantic energy, busy, busy, busy as well. But it also is described as the arrows of love. So for some of you here, you may be involved in a really wonderful relationship that's going quite quickly and moving in a very fast direction. And for those of you that perhaps have been feeling a bit insecure about the whole thing, if you look at your final card there from the Gateway Oracle cards, letting go. So just allow yourself to go with the flow here in December and just surrender yourself. I mean, if you look at the affirmation here, it says, I surrender joyously to the ebbing and flowing of life. And I feel like if you take that take that message on, Saggies, and just allow yourself, like the fish in the river here in the imagery on the card, just allow the flow of the river to take you where it is that you want to go. And whether this is to do with your career or something that you are passionate about, some inspirational kind of things that you're involved in, even your spirituality for a lot of you, you just allow yourself to go with the flow here. Now, the meaning of this card is, the meaning of the letting go card is surrender, relinquish control and allow spirit to take over. You don't need to do everything by yourself. All is well. It's time just to let go and enjoy the ride. Doing so gives others permission to let go in their own lives. The universe wants you to know there are times to hold on for dear life and times to simply throw up your hands and let go. It's time to release any limiting patterns, emotional attachments, or inner and outer clutter. Surrendering doesn't mean that you're yielding to a force outside of yourself. It means that you're allowing your soul to take over. Release the stress of needing to control things, wanting to determine the outcome of a situation, or expecting others to act in a particular way. There is a simple grace and beauty that unfolds when you truly let go. Loving spiritual help is all around you. Simply open your heart and let it in. Wow, Saggies, I see this so connected with that High Priestess card as well. This is talking about your spirituality, your angels, meditating, allowing information, knowledge, ideas to come through for you. And again, here when it says, having expectations of other people, let that go as well. This could be related to these two kings that you have here. And I say kings because that's the card, but this is non-gender specific. This can be male or female people here in your life. But I feel like, if you have these expectations of others and you are battling with those kind of things in your life where you're wanting to control things, just allow that to just go with the flow. Just let that go. And even when it comes to hanging on tightly to something, that energy of the Four of Pentacles there, where we may not need to, but we're still hanging on tightly for dear life. You don't have to do it, Sag. You can just release stuff, let go. And yeah, as I said, busy, frantic energy here in December. So often, rather than trying to fight against that, just go with the flow of that as well. So I hope that resonated with you. Now, I don't know if I can't remember if I've mentioned it at the beginning of the reading, but I offer free mini readings for new subscribers. So if you're watching this for the first time and you'd like that mini reading, just click the subscribe button, put new subscriber in the comments section below. And if you've got a question, you can ask a question as well. And I will, when I give you your mini reading, I'll try and cover that as much as I can. But also for anyone else, if you're already a subscriber, you don't want to subscribe, you're just a viewer and you have a question to ask, I'm absolutely happy to shuffle my cards for you and give you a short answer to your question, or a yes or no answer as well, for those of you that don't want to subscribe. But for those of you that do, there will be a bit more of an in-depth mini reading there for you. So have a great month. Have a great birthday for all of you who have a birthday in December. Have a wonderful, joyful Christmas, and I hope to see you next month. Bye.